Welcome to another episode of the Philconnexion Podcast. I'm your host, David, and with me is my wonderful co-host, Grace. Today we are diving into a song that is nothing short of anointed. It's titled, I Will Never Forget What You Have Done, inspired by Isaiah 53, a song that takes us to the very core of Christ's sacrifice.
I am so excited for this conversation because this song isn't just a melody, it's a message. It's a powerful reminder of what Jesus endured for us, the suffering he bore, the love he demonstrated, and the victory he secured. Every time I listen to it, I feel the weight of his sacrifice and the depth of his love.
Same here, Grace. Right from the first verse, the lyrics hit hard. Who has believed, who can understand? The arm of the Lord stretched over the land. This takes us straight to Isaiah's prophecy of the suffering servant, Jesus Christ. He was despised, rejected, and yet he bore our shame without resistance.
And then comes the powerful line, bruised for my sins, wounded for my fall, the weight of my guilt, you carried it all. That's Isaiah 53:5 word for word. He was wounded for our transgressions. He was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and by his stripes we are healed. When I hear those words, I can't help but pause and reflect. He took the punishment that was meant for me.
It's overwhelming when you think about it. Jesus took on all our sins, yet remained silent. He didn't fight back. He didn't justify himself. He willingly carried the cross for us. That's why when we get to the chorus, I will never forget what you have done. The cross, the thorns, the sacrifice of love. It's not just a song, it's a declaration.
And then it continues. Because of what you have done, I prostrate in adoration before your altar. Entering your courts with praise and worship, I give you my everything. That right there is worship. True worship is surrender. The only right response to such an incredible sacrifice is to lay down our lives before him.
That reminds me of Romans 12:1. Present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your reasonable service. The bridge of this song captures that perfectly. I present myself to you as a living sacrifice, my body, my soul, my heart, and my spirit. Grace, what do you feel when you sing those words?
Honestly, it's a moment of deep consecration. It's saying, Lord, I am yours. Every part of me belongs to you because you paid the price for me. I think of the moment in Gethsemane when Jesus said, not my will, but yours be done. His surrender led to our salvation, and now our surrender is the only right response.
That's powerful. And what I love about this song is that it doesn't just focus on Jesus' suffering. It brings us to his victory. The final lines say, it pleased the Father to lay it on you, the sinless one, broken and bruised. Yet through your suffering, righteousness won. Now I am free, now I am yours. Grace, that's the gospel in one verse.
Yes, his suffering wasn't in vain. It led to our freedom. His wounds became our healing. His death brought us life. And now, because of what he has done, we can boldly say, I am free, I am yours. This song doesn't leave us in mourning. It leads us into victory.
And it reminds us never to take his sacrifice for granted. We must never forget what he has done. We must live with hearts full of gratitude, with worship that isn't just in song, but in the way we live.
If you're listening to this right now, I want to encourage you. Let these lyrics sink into your heart. Remember what Jesus has done for you. Worship him not just with your voice, but with your life.
And if this message has blessed you, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Let's keep spreading the message of Christ's love and sacrifice.
Subscribe for more spirit-filled conversations like this one, and drop a comment below. What does this song mean to you?
This has been the Philconnexion Podcast. Stay blessed, walk in his love, and never forget what he has done for you.
Until next time, keep worshiping.
Who has believed? Who can understand? The arm of the Lord stretched over the land. Despised, rejected, and yet you bore my shame. A man of sorrows, yet you took my pain. Bruised for my sins, wounded for my fall. my debt, yet you spoke no word. Taking my place, though you were pure. Oppressed and afflicted, yet you made no sound. Bearing the sins of the world unbound. The wrath I deserve, you took in my stead. The punishment lay upon your head. Yet in your suffering, mercy was born. A love unshaken, forever endured. I will never forget what you have done. The cross, the thorns, the sacrifice of love. Because of what you have done, I prostrate in adoration before your altar. Entering your courts of praise and worship, I give you my everything. I present myself to you as a living sacrifice. My body, my soul, my heart and my spirit. Take them all, they are yours, oh Lord. For you have redeemed me by your blood. I will never forget what you have done. The cross, the thorns, the sacrifice of love. Because of what you have done, I prostrate in adoration before your altar. Entering your courts of praise and worship, I give you my everything. Oh, I give you my everything. Oh, I give you my everything. Oh, you please the Father to lay it on you. Still this one broken and bruised, yet through your suffering, righteousness won. Now I am free. Now I am yours. Oh, never forget what you have done. The cross, the thorns, the sacrifice of love. Because of what you have done, I prostrate in adoration before your altar.